Today, I'm excited to have Verona from Arroyo Kitchen to here, and we're gonna explore her journey of how Arroyo Kitchen came to life, and that's sipping. So, what inspired you to start Arroyo Kitchen?
I started my business 10 years ago, and I have two brands. And Arroyo Kitchen is one of my brand. And why I created Arroyo Kitchen because I'm in Pasadena, so there's a historical line, Arroyo Seco, that's happened when this San Gabriel Valley started, and also there were history behind about the Native American around this area. So I feel very inspired and spiritual, and also I live here, and I'm doing food.
Right.
So I put Arroyo and the kitchen together. After I graduated from college, I started working in the food industry. So it has been over almost 30 years. So it's been quite a long time.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I think food, it's not that serious, but food can become medicine. I think food is
Yes.
our foundation. So it is important, and I think introducing a quality and good food is my purpose. Yes, I like to share that information with everybody.
So, since you talk about purpose, then I want to know what's your definition of success for this brand in terms of purpose, and what kind of value that you withhold for this brand.
I don't see the money amount or the company size as a success. I think the success is number one is the quality of the product that I deliver. If I'm fulfill my own commitment or not, and if I'm delivering a transparent, a truthful knowledge and information to my clients. So I think the real success to me is no matter how many customers or clients I have, if they trust me and they trust the brand, and I think I succeed.
That's great. Now let's talk about your tea products. We have the osmanthus oolong, de-stress oolong, and jasmine green tea right here. Walk us through the journey of how you choose these tea brands and how they are made from farm to cup.
My first job, actually, I was working at a Japanese green tea company, and I always loved tea. I found we can find a really premium, good Japanese tea here. Sencha, Gyokuro, Fukamushi. There are so many nice kinds of tea that are handy in the United States, but we don't have a really good premium oolong tea available in the States, especially at the supermarket level or at the restaurant level. So I was thinking, Taiwan, we have the best weather and we have the best technology to produce oolong tea. Our oolong tea is the number one in the world. But how come we don't have those things here? So that kind of inspired me that because personally, I want to drink a good oolong tea sometimes.
Right.
I want to drink and say, hey, I want to get a good oolong tea.
Right.
And before, when I travel back, I always bring tea. So I decided, why don't I start sourcing and talk to the farmers in Taiwan and see if we can bring some of like premium oolong tea into the United States.
So, have you tried oolong teas from other places? What makes Taiwanese oolong tea so special compared to other teas?
Weather, that cannot beat, right? So that's nature, the weather, and also the process, how we process. Because so far still the Taiwanese oolong tea, well, actually any tea farms in Taiwan is still in a small production. It's a small lot, a small production. Farmers are dedicated, and a lot of them, actually most of them, are inherited from their grandparents, or there's a history, there's a culture, there's a history, and also the way they process it. It's not again, it's not mass production. They use a lot of manpower, hand pick the tea leaves. There's really they hand choose the leaves to pick the leaves. and they have to let it dries, and they use it natural sunlight. If not, they just put everything in the oven. So there are several processes are still very dedicated. So I think that's the most unique aspect.
Talk about how you source these teas. How do you choose the right tea partner?
Oh yes, okay. So we have contract the tea farms, and so we contract tea farmers that produce our teas, and actually all the ingredients are in-house. So we don't only have the Taiwanese tea, and we import osmanthus flowers from somewhere else. Our osmanthus flowers also grow in-house, and also the jasmine, the herbs. So it's all in the farm.
Or
Yes, so
locally in Taiwan.
locally in Taiwan, so we can do good quality control.
How do you pick your tea partners? Is there any particular values or particular criteria that you do?
Of course. First of all, honesty, right? So we want to make sure our ingredient is honest, and also the quality. Like we cannot have a big gap, right? We have to overlap. So we both need to believe the quality, and also the quality. I want that they can match my request. Plus, because see, I'm here, so when they produce tea in Taiwan, I'm not always there, and I want to make sure that they provide me with the quality of the teas, herbs, and everything. So they definitely have to do a very strict quality control. And also like a pick and choose, become actually selective. Has to be selective.
So you actually brew some teas for us to drink here, and then this is the osmanthus tea.
This is osmanthus tea, and I actually want to show you our tea bag. It's pretty unique. So you can see we use a full whole leaf.
Yeah.
Look at this tea
wow,
bag.
this
It's
is
pretty
so
bulky.
full. Yeah.
So full, and the real leaves. So we don't use any leftover teas or tea leaves or any dust. We don't use that. We use the real tea leaves for our tea bags because we want to provide a loose leaf drinking experience for tea bag. So we don't want to downgrade our tea bag. So even you drink the tea bag, it's still loose leaf flavor in the quality. But tea bag is just more convenient for most of us.
Right. It's easier, but you can brew this for many times, right?
We can brew these. So yes, so depends on how strong you like. And one tea bag it can brew up to 600 ml. And we also can do cold brew. So you can use the tea bag and just dump into the water bottle, keeping the fridge from 6 to 8 hours. Yeah. I usually keep overnight in the fridge. But make sure keeping the fridge.
Now, how can we drink these teas in different way? Do you have any recipes you can share with us?
Sure, definitely explore different opportunities. So this is jasmine green tea. So definitely this one, I personally like to do milk jasmine green tea. And you can add honey, sugar, or you don't have to add the sugar. But once you hot brew the tea, and you can drink it hot or cold and add a little bit milk. Whole milk, I like to use just the real milk. And sugar, no sugar. I think if I'm really tired sometimes, I do like a little bit brown sugar there, just to to wake me up. Yes. And so that's one. And jasmine green tea, and for osmanthus, I like to add a little bit fresh lemon to drink in cold.
Oh, okay. Oh, I never tried that.
Yeah, that is also very refreshing. It's good for summer.
Right. Okay, sounds good. I can't wait to try. So I have this de-stress oolong tea in my hand, and I love this packaging. It's so beautiful, and especially the string here, it's very interesting. Can you tell me about these strings and how can we open this?
Yes, so this is a little bit fun to open this. This is like the traditional way when they pack the rice. Actually. So so on the left side, when we see this left side, there is a nut on the string. So we open the nut and then we start pull. Oh, this
Wow.
is how we open
And this
Yes,
is
this
very
is how-
eco-friendly as
It is
well.
eco-friendly,
Yeah, you
yes,
don't
so
use
we
any
can open-
glue,
it. No, we don't. So we open
No
it like this. Yes.
chemicals, nothing.
Mhm.
Just
And then some clients, they really like this bag.
right.
So they keep it or they make us a small handle here.
Ah.
They make some craft.
right.
Yes,
To make
yes,
it a little
yes.
bag that they can
Mhm.
use.
And if it's too hard, sometimes you can also open from the bottom. Yeah, that's cheating, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
another way. Yes. Mhm.
What are the tea traditions from your childhood
Mhm.
that shaped you, how you make teas or drink teas today?
Okay, so right, Phoebe, you came from Taiwan too.
Right. Yes.
When we were kids and we buy tea, we go to tea shop, really tea shop,
Right.
and there were all loose tea. Nobody drink tea bags.
Right.
It's all premium loose tea, right?
Mhm.
And then we choose, I wanted this grade of oolong, and then I want a jasmine flower or I want an osmanthus flower.
Right.
And then they mix for us in
Mhm.
front of us.
Mhm.
And that was just fun. And that was
Yeah.
just a good experience. And it smells so good.
Right.
And of course, whenever we enter the tea shop,
Mhm.
they will serve us a tea in the traditional way using those tiny small cups and everything.
Right.
Yeah, so I found that was a culture, that was one of the culture and also one of the lifestyle,
Mhm.
how we appreciate tea and
Mhm.
also how we appreciate just like our food in general.
Right.
We are really dedicated for each step.
Right. Yeah, I also remember if you go to restaurants, they offer tea instead
Yes.
of water. It's always tea.
It's
different
always tea.
different kind of teas that you can
Yes.
choose from.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But for our audience, some of them they might not be to Taiwan. It's good
Yes.
to share the story with them. Okay, so is there any particular tea brands that you turn to when you need something to calm down or bring yourself back?
So they are all we mix oolong tea with different flavors with different flour.
Mm-hmm.
I think any of the oolong tea, I think depending on which flavor you like the most.
Right.
Yes, and that can give you some refreshness.
Right.
I personally really the osmanthus oolong tea. This speaks to me a lot because what happened is there was a story behind.
Oh, really?
So we use Chinese people, Chinese culture, we use osmanthus to make a lot of desserts.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
So we use for rice cake, we use for steamed cake, we use a lot. And when I was a kid, I hate it.
Oh.
I don't like this osmanthus desserts.
Really?
I didn't like it. And my ancestors, they came from China. So we inherited those traditions. So we do use a lot of that for our dessert, for like a steamed rice cake, all those things. And one of the summer night, I was walking from my grandma's house to our own apartment with my mom. And I smelled something super, super, super good. I was a kid. I was maybe first grade of elementary school.
I see.
So I asked my mom, I said, hey, what was that? Smells so good. And my mom just picked some petal, small white petal, and gave it to me and told me to eat it.
Oh.
Her flower. So I just ate it. And it was so good, so fragrant and a little bit sweet. And then she told me that was osmanthus flower. Yes. So from that day, okay. So I changed my mind.
Yeah.
It was just like a turning point.
Right.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you are presenting with the cake, it's already the final product. You didn't know the ingredients, but if you actually, look at
I didn't like that smell. It
Right.
was very flowery, right? And but when I actually eat the real
the
osmanthus
real flower.
I was like, wow, this is really good.
Right.
Yes, that's the turning point. So I would say osmanthus speaks to me a lot.
Yeah.
Because of my personal story.
Right.
And I also like to introduce the distressed oolong tea. Why distressed oolong tea? Because a lot of the time people are looking for something calming, but we don't want to too calm that make you feel sleepy. We want to kind of have a good balance because sometimes during the day we might feel pretty stressed out, right? In the afternoon or during the morning. You don't want to drink some tea that make you feel, oh, I'm tired, I want to sleep. We don't want that relaxation. So we want a kind of calming, soothing and calming. And so we blend with the different herbs and the oolong tea together. So because oolong tea, there are caffeine there, but it's pretty reasonable amount, so it's not too strong. And with the herb, so we kind of try to find that balance that we can feel calm, but we don't feel tired or sleepy. We still feel energetic, and we can continue our day and finish our tasks.
The last question is about the tea ritual. Do you have any personal tea rituals that you practice every day that help you get back to yourself, or just for self-care or mindfulness?
Yes, so every morning I have to drink tea. I start with tea, and I use oolong tea mixed with ginger or with some herbs. That's a good day to start for me. And this is my ritual. You hear, this is my patio.
Right.
And I like to take care of my plants.
Right.
I need to give myself maybe 20-30 minutes, be here, light an incense, check the birds,
Right.
look at my flowers, my
Right.
tree, my herbs. And just always remind myself that how lucky I am, and also appreciate what I have, what we have, and that's a good ritual. Keep myself being positive.
Right. Verona has a very beautiful garden in front of her house, and then we're gonna take you around later. I'll show you how beautiful it is. She has so many different herbs, different flowers, and it is like yourself, immerse yourself into nature. And I can imagine it's very beautiful, especially in the morning when the sun, it's not too.
Get in touch with nature. Sometimes I try to get a message from the universe. Maybe a bird will stop by. Maybe I feel they're telling me something.
Right.
Get information from the universe is one of the really good rituals.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
It's the herbal garden.
And we have the lemongrass.
It's the lemongrass. Oh, I already smell the lemongrass.
And this is ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha.
And this is needle. And this is horehound, valerian, comfrey, rosemary, lavenders, olive. I had studied the Ayurveda for many, many years, and the yoga therapist for over 20 years. So that's why I have all these herbs in my yard that I like to play with.
Thank you, Verona, and then hope you guys enjoyed this interview.
Thank you so much. Thank you.